Barnes, and I'm currently a nurse in Vietnam. I'm not actually a nurse, but I'm reenacting a nurse in Vietnam, what they would have looked like. The nurses were in Vietnam from 1956, and the war didn't start till 1965 to 67, but they were there all the way through it. Mainly women, there was also male medical doctors as well, and yeah, so women also had two roles in Vietnam. It was either a nurse or a Red Cross volunteer was the roles that they went or a press officer as well, I should say.
Yeah, that's often forgotten, that one.
Yeah, it's very much forgotten. So I think one lady actually lost her life in Vietnam, one of the press officers. So yeah, should definitely remember that one. Yeah, so we've got here, our group is representing Vietnam, the Vietnam War, from everything from the early Vietnam War all the way through to the end. So conscriptees all the way through, and grunts, and the early advisors. And here we've got some of the medical instruments that they would have used. Things, simple things like tongue depressors, soap. We've got some soap and bandages, straps for the stretchers. This one's my personal favourite, is a bone cutting saw, wire. So you can imagine cutting through tough bone with that. It's a bit gruesome. Big different sizes of bandages, razor blades, safety razor blades, obviously for removing some hair before you can put on a bandage or do some sutures or do CPR. And then we've got some, and everything was in packets as well, sorry I should say. So we've got forceps and scissors and everything was in packets, all sterilised before you could use them. And then everything was reused again. We've got a couple of interesting things, such as the blood transfusion set and the intravenous transfusion set, or intravenous set. And this smaller one was more for fluids and antibiotics, whereas our blood transfusion set contains a filter, so it's to stop the blood clots from being filtered, if there was any blood clots in the blood being transmitted to a patient. And that's a bit of a bigger kit. I think these have probably been more likely used in the field hospitals rather than in the field, whereas your intravenous probably could have been taken out in the field as well. Not all of this, we wouldn't have had all of these, so the bigger bandages were probably again back at the field hospitals. And then so we have the medics would take a couple of bags. You'd have a squad medic with a small bag and a platoon medic with a larger medical bag. And you come back to the field hospitals or indeed the bigger hospitals to get more treatment if you needed it. We've also got some really random things like patient effects bags. So when you come back to the field hospital, you were given a little bag to put all your stuff in, convalescent slippers and a little robe to keep you all nice and cozy.
They're lovely random things. I've never seen those before on a display, so I'm very impressed by that.
Oh, thank you. They're cool. They're cool little things. Well, the snake bite kit I should mention. We have a snake in Vietnam. There was lots of lovely beasties and things to bite you and eat you and sting you. So the snake bite kit was pretty simple. It was just a suction plunger. You would apply a tourniquet to stop the venom from spreading, and then you'd literally suck the venom out with this little plunger, and then you'd apply an iodine sort of solution to sterilise it. And they also had, and then probably put a band-aid on top. And they also had little ammonia inhalants in case you fainted or passed out. So I thought that was quite.
Oh, I like that. Yeah. That is really fascinating.
And there's also a smaller version as well, like in I can show you actually, the rubber actually acts as the plunger or the sucker. So you put the rubber on and you squeeze the rubber and it will suck the venom.
That's a clever idea. It's a shame the technique doesn't work.
No, I know you're probably already, the venom's probably entered your system and you're probably, so today they don't recommend using sucking it out at all. They recommend just getting straight to the hospital and getting the anti-venom.
Yeah.
I think probably they would have had anti-venom in the hospital, but I guess they weren't sure what snakes were going to come across. I'd imagine they probably weren't very prepared.
Yeah, I mean that's it. Vietnam had so many different snakes. They'd had so many different antivenoms.
Yes, exactly. And the local hospitals in Saigon and stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean the other one I thought was a really nice touch is you've actually got the triangular bandage in the camo pack. Because I know that a lot of the SEALs and the LURPs actually use those as bandanas.
Oh yeah, no, true. Yeah, I've got a whole box actually here. These two are just in this whole box of triangular bandages. They're all nice and sealed.
Yeah.
And it tells you how you can use them. So, I mean, the soldiers, the regular soldiers, would be able to have one of these in their pouch or their weapon, and then they would be able to use it for multiple uses. I think it was actually a very Somebody's told us that this is the most important medical equipment that they had, because they could literally use it for anything and you could adapt it.
I mean, going back years, I mean, St. John, that was the skill you had to master.
Yeah.
The other thing that surprised me was just how big some of the dressing pads are.
Yeah, this one is huge.
I mean, it's massive.
It is massive. I'm guessing it's more properly for like a abdominal wound or a
Yeah.
chest wound, you know, you put it all the way across.
Yeah.
Rather than just like your smaller bandages. And they did get a little bit, you know, they're all different sizes.
Yeah.
You know, you've got this, probably that, you'd still have to wrap it up and have gauze underneath it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the absorbent, you probably put the absorbent gauze
Yeah.
and then wrap it with the cotton bandage.
Yeah. No, that's brilliant. So if I can trouble you to do the other little snake bite.
Yeah, of course, just over here.
I'll tell you what, I'll move the camera, it's probably easier.
Okay, it's tiny. Cute little equipment actually. So it's
Trying to
really
make
small.
sure I've got you in.
Sorry.
There we go, that's great.
Yeah, this is all it is little. If I can get the lid off. And again, you've got your iodine solution, and there's a tiny little tourniquet. So, I mean,
wow.
again, I wouldn't recommend having this on for very long. You should, nowadays, we wouldn't recommend having a small tourniquet as small as this at all.
Yeah.
Because it would just cut into your skin rather than cutting the blood.
Yeah, they have got a lot broader now with the cat tourniquet, the
Yes.
British use and so on.
Yeah, a lot broader, because you want to stop the blood, you don't want to cut the skin, because that's what all this would do is shoelaces.
Yeah.
So all it does, it's really clever, is you just squeeze it.
Yeah.
So then it just squeezes like it sticks to your arm. So then you squeeze in the.
Okay.
Oh, it's really clever. I'm thinking, so there, we just figured it out the other day.
I bet you were sitting there with that for hours going, how does it...
Yeah, we just read on it says suction on the top, so we wondered like, oh, how's that working? And then, because I honestly hadn't got a clue until myself and my friend just decided to play with it and figured out what it did. So there you go.
Oh, no, that's been absolutely brilliant. Thank you very much for your time.
No
And some
worries
lovely
at all.
little random bits of trivia.
Yeah, yeah, totally. No, it's